Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Critical Role, where a bunch of us nerdy-ass voice actors sit around and play Dungeons and Dragons. Aww.
Well, I tell you what. Let's keep it between you and me for 3 questions. And if I feel you've answered honestly for 3, we can see about another 3 in different circumstances.
Make a persuasion check.
With advantage.
Or deception, based on how you are coming at this.
Don't tell us.
It's the same.
Of course it is.
2 natural 20s.
No way!
Take a picture of that shit. That's amazing.
Wow.
Yes!
Legendary. Rare.
I need a cigarette.
The double
Are you text the whole group? I want to see it.
Just
Okay,
knowing
good.
that exists in the universe is lightning.
That's beautiful.
Feels good.
Somewhere back in Campaign 1, Vax is slinking away from Keyleth's room with his shoes in his hand past his sister's door. My friend, it gets better.
Look at that.
Look at that.
That's
Holy-
beautiful.
Oh, and those dice are so pretty.
Why is it in the
Pretty good.
shape of... Okay.
I can say that their fall gave pause to everyone else who eagerly followed in the path that they carved. And such a warning has been heeded ever since. Sometimes it's best not to show your hand until you absolutely need to.
That's a good point. Hold that thought, and I put the gem down.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, saving throw.
Add a D4.
Oh, yeah, add a D4.
26.
You are rolling up there tonight, Jesus!
Lucky winner.
As you're releasing the gem,
Eldritch Blast. No.
He's acting weird. Kill him.
he just gets the Anna Ripley treatment. As you are about to release the gem, your fingers feel tense and aren't listening to your flex, and for a moment you feel that same voice begin to press on your mind like a sudden onset of a migraine. And you tense and close your eyelids tight and fight and will yourself to throw the gem from your hand. And as opposed to releasing it, you all watch as Caleb just throws it and it scatters across the ground about 6-7 feet from him before coming to rest on the stone
Pick it
floor.
up for you. Here, give it back.
Are you okay?
Yeah,
Are you you?
I am me. I am me.
How can we be sure?
Eldritch Blade.
Okay.
That's impressive.
Chamber between you all facing each other and says, "Then are you finished with your inquiry?"
I almost. This is kind of Marisha saying this. Wish we could weaponize this. Like, hey, Lucian, hold this stone. I don't know.
Sure.
Well, that would go probably just as poorly for us.
I think if anything, that would be
Or like, yeah.
Just
Give Halas the powers of the Nonagon.
upgrade Lucian. What the
creative.
fuck are you talking about?
No, like
I see what you're saying.
from
Seems
his
like
essence.
a lot of fun,
but I don't think we can.
I see what you're saying.
I think putting Voldemort
like-
in Skeletor is not necessarily the best.
Yeah,
I don't know.
like,
I could be wrong.
You know, it's like putting two kaijus against each other.
Let them fight.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
I'm not suggesting this, which is why I said
No,
Marisha
it's
is
really-
saying this.
Okay.
I
Now we just have to get
I,
through Halas, then through Lucian, and then somewhere under all of that is Molly somewhere. Molly, can you hear me, Molly? Do you want the moon, Molly?
Having a hard time focusing. Where you arrived, it was pretty clear, but the more time you spend focusing in the spot, it's like starting to blur and pulse, and you're starting to lose your tenuous hold on this location with your magic. The good news is, this does not appear to be anywhere near Eiselcross.
That's good.
The bad news is, who knows where it is?
He knows.
Wow.
And with that, you lose your tether, you're zapped back through, and then back in the room.
I checked the ground to make sure I didn't poop on myself.
Make an investigation check.
Natural 20.
Nice! You're confident that though you may have tooted a little,
Fucking ridiculous.
nothing left behind. You're
Right
good.
on the line.
As Jester looks up to the rest of you, you notice there is a trickle of red coming down from the right nostril. Very well. If you'd like, I could send you to her chambers.
Send us to her?
Wait a minute.
Hey, come here. We get to go there. We get to go. I mean, like, it's wherever we go. It's no big deal.
Where is she located?
She's located in the city of Amon in Taldore.
I've never left.
I am unfamiliar with an
Would she be able to send us back here?
Yes, she would very much be able to.
I mean, we
Or you could
probably-
just return to my tower when you need to.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Wow.
That would be another city on our checklist of blah, blah, blah. Right?
Correct. Correct.
I'd like to get a souvenir shot glass. That's all right with everyone.
Boy, sounds dull. I don't know. Perhaps we should?
Let's go see your mother
Yeah.
instead.
Why not?
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's.
What are the people like? Are they stuffy? Are they bougie?
Is it like the Cleveland of Taldore? Is it sort of like
Ooh. Yeah, kind of artsy.
a little shitty?
but a
sorry,
little shitty,
sorry,
but artsy.
Cleveland.
You know? They've got good music.
I liked Cleveland.
It's certainly been a bit unfocused since they've established the Republic, but it, I don't know. It's a bit cramped for my tastes. Drawing his circle, and as he connects the final thread of the line to the central point, it lights up.
We're going.
Get in, get in.
You all dart through. As you all emerge,
I'm on a bust.
you all emerge in a chamber that is more lit than the one you left. You immediately look around and there are these like white stone walls around you with kind of faint blue banners, beautiful calligraphy and design stitched into them. You can see some furniture in the corner, this kind of like a blue couch stretched across a dark wooden frame, a central circular carpet in the center of the room.
Guys.
Carpet?
I'm freaking out.
And a staircase that goes up. This is the bottom floor of this beautiful alabaster white tower. You hear some like faint clattering sound, like just like very gentle. And you watch as a tray, a very wide silver tray with all manner of teas and snacks and arrangements kind of just drifts down the staircase. And about 2 feet behind it, you see walking down, her hair put into these two, it's almost like these two sets of smaller braids that are then tied into a slight spiral that travels down past the mid-back. She has this kind of golden band across the head that kind of holds it in place. Beautiful scrolling and calligraphy on it. Allura Vysorin.
Queen.
This like gentle, it's a very nice, comfortable, I want to say like a half dress, half robe. It's kind of folded over in the front and it's tied. It looks beautiful and presentable, but it's definitely comfortable as she kind of steps down behind it. Well, I wasn't quite expecting company this time, let alone yourselves, but you, sir, seemed to speak that it was rather urgent.
Oh,
and
what time is it? I forgot about the time zones.
We've changed like twice anyway in the last hour.
Is it the morning where we are right now, or no? Yeah?
at this point in the day, it is rather early. You hear some additional footsteps heading down the steps,
Any
and
cookies?
there are some cookies on there.
Biscuits.
And you see another kind of comfortable outfit, a shorter, stockier female form, darker skin, kind of almost like an ashen auburn hair. Walk down, looking a bit grumpy and kind of like they woke up not too long ago. And as she comes down, scratching her face, you see a little bit of a scar on one side, kind of. Okay, so are these idiots and these friends that were in that weird ball thing you were mentioning? Yes, you're welcome to join if you'd like. Well, I haven't had company in a while, I suppose, so... Hi, I'm Kimo. What's your thing?
Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
We are the Mighty Nine. We are those assholes. Pardon us.
That's all right, we've known a few. She kind of goes over and scoots up, grabs a stool, and kind of joins you all at the table and begins just kind of munching on the snacks. And at first, it's very, like, casual. Caduceus, Caleb, and Beauregard, you notice that while this Kima figure is keeping it casual, she is very intently reading each of you, head to toe. Like going from like a welcome to my house to a military style bead on each of you.
She's cool.
And it's definitely kind of imposing herself at a slight angle to put a shoulder almost between Allura and the rest of you in a protective fashion.
Not to alarm you, and I will summon the Star Razor, blade down, hilt up. I don't know if it's enchanted. We went through quite a bit of effort to try and fix this.
Where did you find that?
Kind of made it. Well, no. We
Kind of made
found
it.
us, and then we fixed it.
What do you know this?
Do you mind?
No, not at all.
She kind of grasps the handle and you watch as she places her fingers over it. Her eyes give this kind of faint orangish glow and a bit of kind of orangish energy shimmers across it like almost like a laser wave and goes, hold tightly to that, my friend. That is a powerful thing you hold.
Are you familiar with this blade?
Not that blade in particular, but items like it. They're referred to as a vestige of divergence.
A what?
You got a
Vestige
vestige.
of divergence.
Of what?
Because we watched,
They are
we watched it exalt.
Submerge them.
they are
Yeah.
artifacts scattered and in some cases recovered since the calamity. Divine artifacts forged by the gods themselves or champions and chosen of their ilk to combat the betrayer gods in the final conflicts of it.
And Ford got one?
You're telling us our friend is walking around with an artifact made by the gods?
Or made by a very powerful being of that time period, which is quite a gift. It also puts a target on your back if others come to find this information, so it would behoove you to...
The sword disappears.
Yeah, good. Crumbles. I think I'm maybe of more use in trying to gather others, to convince, I don't know, members of this council, convincing people from across the seas to be of aid and to be ready in case what you're tempting doesn't come to pass.
Who is on the council? I wonder if it should.
Maybe one day you'll meet them.
Would we be? Maybe we should go talk to the council.
Maybe we should at least go
make
see
a-
them.
Make our plea.
I say this.
That idea, Dasha.
I appreciate that. Bureaucracy requires a gentle touch, and I say this with respect. You are all a bit scattered and blunt and rough on the edges.
No.
You remind me of a number of folks I've met in the past. For a second and holds her staff forward. Says, this has been my staff for quite some time. I would very much like to have it back.
Wait. This is your magical staff?
Yes?
May I see it?
You want to send us with it into the astral sea?
We might not come back.
It served me well in the past. I believe that what you're doing is important enough to play the risk.
Wow.
You want to hang on to mine, maybe?
What is collateral?
Pull my crystal off and...
Yeah, be careful. A lot of beetles live in his.
I'm good, thank you.
They're-
Leave it where you must, just beyond the walls of the tower, though, if you don't mind.
no problem. This is... Wow.
I could tinker with it later, but what is the nature of this?
Well, and she kind of looks you keenly in the eyes. I think you'll ascertain its nature.
Surprises.
This is most generous. Surely we will be on our way to meet a fate and a fight that will be, and I look to Kima, told throughout the ages, we shall either be remembered forever or forgotten swiftly, an event not to be missed. Thank you, Allura.
Kima sits there and goes, well, you're the one standing there with a fucking vestige. What?
What, this was...
Yeah. But look, if we're lending stuff, and Kima walks up towards Yasha.
Oh! No!
I don't know you,
Fair?
but I like your style.
Oh, thanks.
Really stylish.
And to be fair, I don't think you could lift this, so.
Probably true. I don't know what it is, but I imagine he wouldn't be able to.
And she like takes a moment and kind of like looks back at Allura. If you go out there and get killed and don't come back, I'm gonna find you, I'm gonna kill you.
Okay.
She hands you the handle of the blade.
The platinum greatsword.
But what I really wanted to speak to you about, first off, I hope any of our information that you requested is helpful to you. And if not, you are traveling in some very esoteric places. I also wanted to let you know that Xenoth is currently being held at the Zadash archive under arrest by the library.
Xenoth?
On top of they're looking into this mess with the dynasty, Dyren had also been looking into claims that you had apparently made of being kidnapped by the Cobalt Soul and forced into your tutelage.
Wow. Sorry, I wasn't expecting any of this. Yes?
That is not how we operate.
I honestly didn't know that.
And into this investigation, Dyron discovered that Xenoth was the one responsible for accepting the money from your father, and oversaw the acquisition of you and your forced tutelage, as well as many other briberies and illegal activity under the name of the library. So, first, let me say thank you for being honest about your experience with the expositor in aiding us in finding this link and exposing a very serious heat of corruption within our very sorry group. Let me please extend my sincerest apologies.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm a little taken aback by all of this. The soul really helped me find a way. Maybe much more indirectly than what is the norm. Yeah. It's odd looking at one of the most traumatic moments of my life and on another side feeling a sense of thanks and gratitude that it happened. Because it did send me on this path. I didn't know that flaky corn husk of a man actually had any of this in him, to be totally honest. I gave him a lot of shit. Really hard time, if that makes, you all feel any better. He did have to deal with me, so he reaped a little bit of what he sowed.
That is good to know. And I'm glad that you found a place within the Cobalt Soul. But we would like to think that you would have found your way here regardless, and it should always have been your choice. And I know we cannot make that up to you. But I want to extend our deepest apologies. All right. It is Allura's staff of power.
Shit.
Has her name.
Give me the D.
It can cast the cantrip prestidigitation.
Yeah, you can look up staff of power.
Yep.
But it is definitively her custom one.
Bunny.
Come on, Allura. Fuck.
Will.
Confetti.
Were we not clear? Shit.
So there's not an Allura staff of power in here. It's staff of power.
Staff of power, but keep in mind that shit belongs to Allura.
Staff.
Much like your sword belongs.
Very rare.
Yes.
Anyone have dibs on the scepter of blasting, the rod of blasting?
Kind of has your name written all over it.
It does. May I have your rod, Caleb?
Yeah.
Dunk. It's a knife. You can stab or throw.
Like, you can throw it,
Yeah.
and that's it? It's a throwing knife?
You can throw it or stab it.
So you have
Doesn't seem
you can
better.
just attune to something. Like,
Yeah.
then you don't have a... It's,
No. Like I said, when it hits, it seems to do extra damage. Like, it's got some sort of magical quality.
Why don't you have Caleb look at it then?
yeah, I'm not convinced.
Because it's awesome. I know what it
Don't
does.
you want to know it backwards and forwards?
Well, the sharp end's this way.
Beth, summon your bravery. Put it on the floor so I can help you out.
It's like that goes along with it, but for a 10-minute period of time seems a little too much. The ADHD starts kicking in and kind of pull it away. I'm like, it's fine.
Do we need to have Yasha restrain you? What's going on here?
As if she could.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
going to cast command on Veth,
Not letting it go. Sorry.
and I'm going to say, drop it.
All right, is that a charisma or wisdom saving throw? What is that one?
That's a wisdom saving throw.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Natural one. But wait,
Ding, ding, ding.
I can re-roll ones.
What?
Oh, you did that! You used the ability?
Yep.
You used it?
Now?
12.
Oh, good.
Such a dick.
I love it!
Oh my god.
That's
It
amazing.
clatters to the ground, and you're just kind of standing there in amazement that you dropped it. And that's where you are so far.
I'm going to step over and kick it farther away from
How
her.
long do I have to obey this command?
6 seconds,
Oh, that's it?
Okay.
right?
I'm gonna pick it up.
One round?
Round, yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna pick
Okay.
up the dagger.
I'll pull out the crossbow and aim it at you. You have my dagger, right? Give it back. I don't like
wait,
people
but-
stealing from me.
I'm not stealing from you.
You're
I'm
stealing
just.
from me.
I am holding this. I will give it back to you when we know why you're being
Greater
so weird.
restoration.
There we go.
Okay. Mark off your diamonds.
Jesus.
Girl's best friend.
Over it.
A fucking dagger. How much is a fucking 100 gold? Okay, that's fine.
That's our Laura Bailey.
I'll get another tomorrow.
The intensity immediately fades for a second, and you're kind of taken aback by the fact that you're holding your weapon towards Yasha.
I'm sorry. It's been a long day. I'm sorry. That was uncalled for, probably.
Yeah.
What is this?
Yasha, put it down.
You can't.
I'm just gonna step on it and walk. Well,
There you go. It is a core cut dagger. It is magical, +1 to hit and damage. And when you hit with an attack, you can expend a hit die to deal an additional 3d6 necrotic damage,
Ooh.
which is pretty
I feel
decent.
like we learned that. at some
Yeah.
point.
Yeah,
It's got
You
other
did.
things too.
it's also cursed.
it's also cursed.
It doesn't do anything.
And every time I've been healing, I've been marking off a check mark because once I go down below a certain number of heals, I die.
Whenever you are magically healed while cursed, you have to expend a hit die in order to regain any lost hit points. Like, you have to. If at any point you don't have any hit dice to spend and you're healed, you immediately die.
Oh, cool. Good. You attuned to this thing? Uh-huh. Cool. Where did you get it from?
I don't remember any.
From Avantika, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's
He
right.
used
It was
halfling luck one time to keep it.
My next just keep
mine.
fucking
It's
shit.
mine. It's mine.
Caduceus. In the midst of your comfortable sleep, the imagery begins to swim through your mind. Home. The comfort of the grove. It's been a while. It's been so long. You're there with family. And you miss it. You miss them. And it just reminds you of where you came from. And how far you've come since you journeyed outward. You can see the crystalline structures that have grown from the seeds you crafted with the guidance of the Wild Mother. The darkness of the Savalier Wood at bay. And you sense something odd in the air. The trees seem to be getting closer. The light, choked and fleeting. You look towards these branches and they reach out like ever-grasping fingers. The branch creaking. The barrier that was built holds. Then the trees change. Bark becomes flesh. Branch becomes arm. Stone and skin twist and push and break the boundaries you've built. You see cobblestone flow up from beneath the ground, a city street made of teeth, as it begins to devour your family from beneath. This forest of flesh consumes everything. Yasha.
Same dream, but it's sexy.
Yeah, exact same.
The trees are like,
Covered in ninjas.
dreams of ninjas for some reason.
So many dreams you've had in your life resemble echoed moments in your past. Walking aimless in a dark expanse, open, broken fields of Xhorhas greeting you directionless towards jagged horizons with no idea or purpose. A being filled with some semblance of divinity in your blood, given no charge, nothing to protect. Failing to have protected. But in this dream, you feel the comfort of a path before you. The broken fields you've used to walk give way to grass. and you feel the comforting sensation of fields beneath your feet, between your toes. A similar sensation when you first crossed past the Ashkeeper Peaks and stepped within the Zemnian fields. You look ahead and see, placed within the dirt and stone, a familiar platinum blade. And it radiates warmth and comfort and silent strength. And you begin to hear thunder rolling in the distance. Clouds begin to swell into the sky. Flashes. The rain begins to pour. And you look beyond the blade, and you see 6 familiar shapes. Friends. The 9. And they call out to you, "Save us." And you look at this blade, and you know it could possibly give you the strength to do that. And as you run towards it, it moves further away. And you run even harder. Feet slick against the mud. You push, your breath coming out in gasping heaves, your chest in pain, the heat of the exhaustion. But the more you run, the more the blade just seems to coast away, with the shadows of your friends. Lightning strikes the dirt beside you. You're thrown 15 feet, hit the ground, spin, stop. As you lay onto your back looking up, the rain begins to stop, and in the clouds you see a face emerge. Eyes of crackling lightning, a stern brow, a bearded face made of cloud. All at once, you feel the Stormlord's presence looking down upon you. You found your strength, Yasha. Now, you must learn to use it. You are not an implement of others. You've broken those chains. You are an avatar of the Stormlord. I work through you, but your strength is your own. You've begun the first steps, but you must earn this one. And the clouds darken, and you slip into darkness. Caleb. Beauregard.
That other shoe.
You've had a night of rest, filled with anxiety, but no visitation, no dreams. On the side of a cold mountain in Eiselcross, in hot pursuit of that which you chased and then ran from. So you hope for another night of similar comfort. And when the shadow takes you, not one but 2 red eyes appear in shadow around you. Another finds us, finds their way home. The 2 eyes drift around, peering from different angles as you sit there, floating in shadow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We dream with you. With you. Dreams are the first step. Step. We can make dreams into anything. Anything. Into everything. Together. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth eye. And you hear the screams again. We'll end the episode there today. In the meantime, have a wonderful night. Thank you all for joining us. We love you very much. And is it Thursday yet? No. Good night.